Hello and welcome to the Underdogs Season 2 group stages. We are here in our best of two between started from the Priestess of the Moon, also known as SftP, versus Infamous.Young. First ban is a Winter Wyvern. I'm your caster today, Aponzeus. Can't wait for this series to get on the way. We had minor issues there with setting up the lobby, which is why we're a little bit behind. But this is value and high quality Dota here. Hope you enjoy it. We see the Viper getting banned out. Viper, not only a mid hero nowadays, it's also a support. And guess what? As support, it just ruins your lane. So Infamous.Young doesn't want to see that. Meanwhile, there is a ban on the Magnus. What will we see from Infamous.Young? There are still the strong support picks available like Vengeful Spirit. Drow Ranger, not a support, but a carry. Then we have the Disruptor, which is a support. Puck is still available. Puck, a flexible pick, can be either played as a 4 or as a 2. There are still the saves available from Omni Knight, Abaddon. And there we see the Disruptor ban. And now Doom is also still available, and SftP has the first pick here. So it will be on Infamous.Young to decide if Radiant doesn't ban it out, do they want to ban it out, because it will most likely be picked up if it isn't banned. There is a Slark ban already kinda saying, hey, we would like to pick something like Doom, but there's the Doom ban. Yeah, you see a Slark ban, you just ban out Doom because they wanted to pick Doom. And now there is still Vengeful Spirit available, Ogre Magi, another strong support, Rubik, just like all around good. And they are gonna go with the Treant Protector. The support I completely forgot to mention, that is absolutely ridiculous. And the response is immediate with a tiny. So does rock beat wood? And that's the question here. And we see now there is also a Lich pickup. So Lich Tiny, the opener for Infamous.Young here. Let's see, so already, if this is a Tiny safe lane, I would be scared. Tiny and Lich. Lich offering the slows, Tiny offering the damage. But if they are gonna go up against the Treant Protector, and Treant Protector, very annoying hero to deal with his tree walk, just walking in trees. Easy peasy, no juking. They are taking their time here. And they're gonna go with the Skywrath Mage. And immediate an IO ban. There is a Legion Commander ban. Of course, you see that Skywrath Mage. You think, okay, what do they want to pair it with? Legion Commander. We ban out that hero. But they must have been aware of that, so we'll see. There's a Tidehunter ban. That's a very surprising ban coming out here. And there's a Rubik ban? I guess just because of the Omni Knight. Like Rubik, anything he steals from Omni Knight is fantastic. Purification is fantastic. Heavenly Grace is really good. And Guardian Angel, sure, why not? So we'll see how Radiant is going to respond to this Omni Knight. They are gonna go with the Underlord. Underlord has been a staple. So Radiant has a lot of like tanky heroes. Meanwhile, Dire has gotten the sustain with the Omni Knight and the slows from Lich. Underlord most likely gonna go into something like a Crimson Guard and or Pipe, depending on what the damage dealing is gonna be from Infamous.Young here.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
And now we'll see. This next pick might reveal what is this Tiny going to be. Is this Tiny going to be support? Is it going to be a position 1? Is it going to be position 2? Is it going to be position 3? It can be all of it. There's still a Vengeful Spirit unpicked, which I find surprising and a little bit alarming. If Infamous.Young picks that up, I feel like that would be really, really good against the Skywrath. Against the Underlord, getting him out of position.
Radiant pick.
And they go with the Shadow Fiend. So Shadow Fiend pick up for Infamous.Young here. And so Shadow Fiend plus Omni Knight. The Omni Knight will provide a lot of sustain for the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend nowadays, most of the time going the attack damage builds. So most likely gonna get like a Sunshine Yasha or something like that, and just looking to hammer into those people. And together with the Heavenly Grace, that will be a scary Shadow Fiend if he gets off to a good start. And now, what is going to be the response here from Radiant's side? They are going to go with the... Sorry about that. With the Sammy Boy Morphling. We've already seen this in a previous series. And Morphling against Omni Knight is really, really good. Because you just turn into Omni Knight. You get the Heavenly Grace for yourself. And what are they going to do against you?
10 seconds.
Now the question is going to be, how are you going to be able to deal with the Morphling? We saw in the previous Morphling game that it all depended upon, can you deal with the Morphling? They ban out the TA. That's a very, very good choice. TA is really good against Shadow Fiend.
Seconds.
Now, what's gonna be the last ban of this first game here? They are gonna go with an anti-mage ban. Are they thinking Storm Spirit? They are thinking Puck. High-paced hero. This Puck is gonna do a lot in this game, I believe. Now, how is Infamous.Young going to respond to this Morphling? What are they gonna go for here?
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
There is still the Drow Ranger available with her piercing shot being able to ignore Morphling's armor. But I feel like it doesn't really fit with the rest of the draft. You'd have nobody to really frontline. Meanwhile, Radiant has Underlord and Treant Protector and the Puck running around, just running you in circles. And there it will be a Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker against the Morphling and the Puck. If you get the Rupture on either of them, they are in a very, very precarious situation. I like this dire draft. I was worried about the Morphling, but I feel like they've got the answer now. Bloodseeker together with Omni Knight, that's gonna be sick. And also the lane of Bloodseeker with Lich. Against an Underlord Skywrath Mage. They're just gonna be constantly brawling against each other. Or even Underlord with
10
Treant
seconds.
Protector.
5 seconds left.
If this Morphling gets off to a good start, he might be able to get ahead of the Bloodseeker. But they have good burst damage. They have the Bloodseeker, they have the Tiny, they have the Omni Knight. I don't see them being able to deal with the Bloodseeker as soon as Bloodseeker gets BKB. This Puck's job is gonna be to most likely get an Aghanim Scepter at some point and just lock down this Bloodseeker and prevent him from running around in the entire team fight and killing absolutely everybody. And we are in this game. We already have a pause. So on the Radiant side it will be, I believe this is Forest on the Scareth Mage, Sammy Boy on the Morphling, Daydreaming on the Treant Protector, Red Ballooner on the Puck, and last but not least it is Chobo on the Underlord. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, it is Infamous.Young, it is Bakemono, also known as Axel, on the Lich, XD on Bloodseeker. I'm stressed as fuck on the Shadow Fiend, Relay, not playing the Crystal Main, but playing the Tiny. Similar. And last but not least, SftP on the Omni Knight. We already have a pause. That pause makes it possible for me to look at my favorite things in this game, the couriers. So somebody has a normal courier. Forest, disappointed. Now then this courier, Daydreaming. I'm not even gonna say anything. The Amaterasu. It's okay-ish. Then we have... Ooh, a Boofus. Yeah, what's the reason for this pause? It's a good question. Now, on Infamous.Young side, we have an unusual Greevil, a green one. Then somebody has a Softly Sophia. And then we have Relay, disappointed. Then, ooh, the Insect Courier on XD. Nice. Oh, a little Brewmaster. Coco the Courageous. He's so cute. And last but not least, it is... Oh, a little panda. So, it's definitely Infamous won by 4. I'm sorry, SftP, but Infamous has the much better couriers here. And a bit in Infamous, it's most likely between the Shadow Fiend and who's this one? It's the Omni Knights. Now everybody is heading out. It will be the Treant Protector together with the Morphling, and the Scareth Mage is gonna go top with the Underlord. They're already posturing rather aggressively. Lich just putting down some firework, taunting away. And there is the call for a high five. Now Chobo, he is right here. He finds the Bloodseeker. There is the Scareth Mage as well. Now Bloodrite has been activated by XD. And now Silence onto this Underlord. Underlord, now Puck has arrived. There's an orb forward. Chobo is getting low here. Chobo, now one last hit and it will be first blood for the Puck.
Just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun.
First blood for Red Ballooner Melv on the Puck. Down bottom. Morphling just exchanging some hits with the Omni Knight. Now he's healing. And Morphling is getting pretty low here now. There's a Nature's Grasp available. And Treant not going to be able to take the Bounty Rune and has to back off now. Tiny and Omni Knight doing quite a bit of damage there. And in the end, it will be a 2-for-2 Bounty Rune exchange. So, But it is a first blood for this Puck here, who thanks to that is gonna have an easier time here in mid. Of course, it is still difficult to last hit against the Shadow Raze. Shadow Razing, see, is Shadow Fiend. Now, all three of these lanes just sound like kill lanes. The mid, the least, actually. But like up top, there could be something happening. There is a blood right into the silence. Now the W from the Skywrath Mage, it is the concussive shot. And now, but there is a lot of damage. And Axel just putting the work in. Underlord has to use his another salve. And now there is another Frost Blast from the Lich. And down bottom, there is a Nature's Grasp, but everybody just walking right away from it. Now, so far this Bloodseeker is having a very, very good time, but so is this Morphling. Early last hits going good for both safe laners. Meanwhile, in mid, the Shadow Fiend has been getting a little bit more than the Puck. But there is one more, there's now the waves meeting again in the middle of the river. So they can try again. Level 2 living armor for the Treant Protector actually. Interesting. Normally you see people have the Leech Seed, but I guess the high value of living armor on the Morphling. It's really high value. Because he has such low base HP. Actually up top they get the kill on the Skywrath Mage. And Bloodseeker now not only getting last hits but also getting kills. There is a toss back to the creeps. Daydreaming, just harassing this Tiny so that the Morphling can farm. But Underlord, he is getting levels. Oh, they are going with the Nature's Grasp onto the Tiny sidestepping it. Now it is the two safe laners both pretty much free farming. Now the Omni Knight, he will starting to hurt when Treant Protector is not here. That Purification is gonna be very, very efficient against the Morphling's low base damage. And now there is a Purification into the toss, and Morphling, he has to Strength Morph now. He's gonna try to turn this around, waveform forward. Tiny, he was getting low, but now Thorfinn. Oh, Sammy Boy playing with fire here, actually agility morphing, and now he is being seen by the Thirst. But he will use now the living armor as well as a Tango and a Fairy Fire just to keep himself safe. Meanwhile, up top they get the kill on the Lich, but Bloodseeker turning it around on the Underlord. I am sure Lich doesn't mind that at all. Bloodseeker now also has magic wands, so this spam from this Skywrath Mage not nearly as efficient. Now Tiny has been rotating mid, but nothing quite happening against the Puck. Now there is some right click battle going on in mid. Meanwhile up top they get another kill onto the Underlord. This Bloodseeker having a heck of a game. Together with the help of the Lich. Ooh, Tiny, he is here. There is the Avalanche. Is there gonna be a toss? Toss backwards. And now the Orb and the Silence. DD activated by the Shadow Fiend. Now they're trying to turn this around onto the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend, it's an uphill miss. There's another Arcane Bolt. He has bottle charges and he will survive. And there's another. Now Skywrath Mage, he wants to still fight this. Is there going to be another toss? No, not quite. Oh, there's a toss onto this Puck here. Puck is getting low. Another Orb. Is he going to jump to it? No. Now Lich is here as well. Oh, he gets the Silence, but he will go down. But also the Shadow Fiend going down to the Skywrath Mage. Now there's an Avalanche. Is there going to be another toss? There's a toss onto the Skywrath and double kill for this Tiny.
Double kill.
2 for 1. And now Lich, he is coming up top. Now for the Bounty Runes. Now, Bloodseeker, he is here as well. There is a Blood Rite, and there is the slow from the Frost Shield, Blood Rite, and the Frost Blast, and Underlord taking so much damage, and there's another Frost Blast, and the kill.
The Winter Warrior ends you.
This Bloodseeker, 27-13, and involved in 4 kills. Infamous.Young just being very, very successful up top. Now another go onto this Underlord, and he is very low now. Now Frost Shield onto the Bloodseeker, and he will just gonna go forward. There is a living armor, but it will not be enough. Now Bloodseeker, he is getting rather low, but he has stick charges, 1 charges. Arcane Bolt not gonna be enough. Now Face Boots finished for the Bloodseeker, and Skywrath gets a kill onto the Lich here, but might pay for it with his own life. And that will be another heal for the Bloodseeker. He has now level 6. This Bloodseeker 4-1-2 having an absolutely fantastic game together with the outstanding rotations from the Tiny. Now there's a rotation from the Skywrath mid. Mostly just to get the refill on the bottle. But it was too late. Unfortunate there.
Don't mind me.
Now nice deny there from the Puck. Now Skywrath and Puck are gonna try to go onto this. But Shadow Fiend a little bit too tanky. Also has a bottle to regen up. Now Tiny is again here. There's a Rupture onto the Underlord. Avalanche into the toss, dealing a lot of damage, and mega kill streak for the Bloodseeker. Very, very nicely played there. Now they see the tree and protected. They're like, nope, don't get into these trees. Down bottom, Sammy Boy has hit level 6 as well. Now there is a rotation up top with the Underlord, Treant, and Skywrath. They might want to try to go onto this Bloodseeker here, but this Bloodseeker is level 6. There's a toss away from the Treant.
None for you.
And they get the Observer Ward here. Now some stacks being made for the Bloodseeker. Now this Bloodseeker trying to go onto the Underlord once again. There's the Blood Rite into the Frost Shield and the Frost Blast. Now Skywrath trying to turn this around. Can he get the kill? That is going to be a lot of heal here. He has stick charges. No! He couldn't get them off. He already got them off, but they will still find the kill onto the Underlord. But they might also lose their Lich here. There's another Nature's Grasp and an Arcane Bolt. The Raindrop saving the Lich there, but he will still go down. The Fly is coming, and goodbye Lich. But all in the meanwhile, Puck dying to the Shadow Fiend, I believe. Yes, he is 1-1.
Now you're putting a hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
Now Shadow Fiend, he is down bottom here, stealing the farm away from this Morphling. Now Sammy Boy, he is getting Avalanche. He gets this. He gets the Strength Morph. Now toss to the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend doesn't even hit him. Shadow Fiend knows he's too tanky. I can't kill him. Up top, they are going onto this Underlord once again with the Rupture, and Bloodseeker getting another kill. Now jumping forward towards this Tree and Protector. Bloodseeker very, very fast. But Mystic Flare coming out, and Bloodseeker, close call there. He has stick charges, so the Arcane Bolt will not kill him. Meanwhile, another kill in mid onto this Puck. This Shadow Fiend putting in the work together with the Tiny. But Tiny so far 2-0-4, being involved in nearly half of the kills, and that is saying a lot, because the other half was just happening up top between Lich and Bloodseeker. Now Bloodseeker has already the Javelin close to his Maelstrom. Now 10-minute mark. They get the silence onto this Treant, but Treant is just gonna go for the outpost here and will get it, but he will die for it. But that's still experience for the Radiant team. Now they see the Morphling here, but he got his strength morph off. Meanwhile, Underlord, he has been having a rough game. He is now trying to push in mid together with this puck here. Now we already see it is a 4k lead for the Dire. This Shadow Fiend and Bloodseeker miles ahead of their counterparts. And also the Omni Knight. And now the Bloodseeker getting the stacks, has the Maelstrom. Now there's another stack here that he is willing to take. I'm okay with taking that, that's so good. And meanwhile Omni Knight has just been like solo farming down here. It is going to rest on this puck and the Morphling. Especially the Morphling. Sammy Boy Morphling, he's really good. He's really good. But is it gonna be good enough against this Bloodseeker who's 7, 2, and 3? In mid, they're going onto this Treant Protector. Treant Protector is dead. Now there's a Dream Coil onto 2, but it's just defensive. Can they get onto this Pucky? They both snap the Dream Coil. Now Omni Knight is here and Puck will get out with the orb. And this Tiny is higher leveled than the Underlord. That's scary. Oh, and they are gonna straight go onto this Underlord. There's a Treant Protector coming in. And the nice ultimate. They will get the Tiny. Can they get the Bloodseeker though? There's a Firestorm and Puck also coming in. 4-man rotation. And they get 2 kills. Definitely worth it, considering how high leveled and farmed those 2 heroes are. Skywrath Mage has his null tallies. Omni Knight gonna go straight into the pipe. Meanwhile the Underlord, what does he wanna go for? What does he have on the courier? Just more small stuff. Now Bloodseeker, he is TPing here in here again. There's no more overgrowth available. Now, Radiant is trying to make a move onto this Omni Knight, but this Omni Knight is going to be very tanky. And just going to taunt away. There is now a TP in from the Shadow Fiend. He has an Invis rune. And Requiem up in 5 seconds. Oh, and they see the Skywrath Mage here. Now Requiem is up. Oh, if he can delete this Morphling. Oh, and there is a stun into the Fear and goodbye Morphling. And now they will also straight head for the Skywrath Mage. Goodbye Forest, you're dead. And now that was your highest farmed hero just getting deleted by good teamwork from this Infamous.Young. And they are giving Radiant not one edge. Lich already defending the mid tier 1. And all in the meantime, Bloodseeker is just like, yo, I'm head of net worth, my team doesn't need me. There's a Silence forward and Orb forward. Now there's also a Dream Coil. Dream Coil used by the Puck. But now Tiny is here. Gets the toss. And Puck is getting low. Meanwhile they get the kill onto the Bloodseeker. And Puck, he should get out of here. Yeah, he should be easily to... She should easy... Oh, there's a toss forward. Nice toss from Tiny. And they get the kill onto this Puck. But they lost their Bloodseeker. And now they will get the kill onto this Treant Protector as well. They just underestimate the damage coming out from this Shadow Fiend and Tiny. This Tiny has maxed out Avalanche and Toss. And another Toss to the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's like, yeah, I can now raise them. But there's a Mystic Flare onto the Tiny. Tiny just running away. And Shadow Fiend just dominating. He has drums. It's gonna go straight BKB. They don't want to play around here. Now Omni Knight has finished his Hood of Defiance. And Bloodseeker, he has his Yasha. We are now at a 6k lead. We see it has been steadily going down for Infamous. Imp Claw found for the Bloodseeker. More damage coming out from him. Meanwhile, the Morphling has finished his Yasha. Is gonna go for the E-Blade next. Arcane Rune for the Tiny. Tiny has finished his Blink Dagger. Oh, can he get the Morphling? Oh, there's a Toss Avalanche. Solo kill. Dominating for this Tiny. This Tiny is absolutely insane. Yeah, you can get the Lich. But this Tiny just solo killed your position 1. There's another Avalanche into a Toss. And there's a Silence. But Purification enough to take care of Birdman. Now Underlord has arrived. But so has Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend just hitting the tower once. And now Omni Knight is just taunting forward. And now there is a pause from the Dire side. But so far this game is going fantastic for Infamous. We see in terms of levels, Shadow Fiend 15. The Puck is level 12. And this Tiny, he has a stellar performance. Really being very, very comfortable on that hero.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady. Radiant's top tower just tapped out.
And now Bloodseeker, he is just farming aggressively the enemy triangle. Meanwhile, Tiny is gonna try to go on to the Puck. There is a Bloodrite, and Puck just gonna get orb out of it. But Bloodseeker, he sees the Puck here. He has already used his orb, but is not gonna go for the Rupture. All of this is farm for the Morphling though. The question is, can this Morphling hold up against the Shadow Fiend and Bloodseeker combo here? Smoke up by the Dire. Putting down a ward, and they see the Skywrath Mage. And jump forward from the Tiny, Avalanche and a Toss. And now there's a Mystic Flare, but it will not be enough damage against this Omni Knight. Treant Protector is taking care of those wards. Now Puck, he has enough money for the Blink Dagger, is going to buy it. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend has a Clumsy Net plus a Sanj and Yasha. He is doing very well. Oh, there is a Morphling here. You are in three heroes here. You are dead. You think you found only one, but you found the two supports. And those two supports were too much. And meanwhile, the Bloodseeker is pushing down bottom. The rest is pushing mid. We are at an 10k lead now. They blink forward from the Tiny. He's finding the Toss onto the Omni Knight and the Purification. Goodbye. And now they're just gonna go for the tower, for the tier 2 here. There is a Dark Rift from the Underlord. He doesn't want to give this up just yet. But can they fight this? There's a Pit of Malice and Treant Protector. There's a nice Dream Coil onto 3 heroes, but the Guardian Angel and Dire just too tanky. There's the Fear coming out. And the right clicks from the Shadow Fiend, and they lost their Underlord, and now Morphling is coming in, gets a kill onto the Lich, but already dead! Bloodseeker already deleted the Morphling and the Puck! This is just madness! Morphling joins the fight, Morphling gets instantly deleted. This Bloodseeker, I said, can they deal with the Morphling? They say, deal with what? We just kill him. That's all there is to do.
What have we here?
Now we see 16k lead for the Dire. 20 minutes. I think both outposts were in control. Yeah, both outposts in control of the Dire as well. So levels going there as well. Tiny is level 14 while Puck and Morphling is level 13. Ooh. Oh, they get the rupture onto this Gyra. Gyra's just going to run here. He gets behind his tower, but they find the Puck. Puck, can he orb out? Yes, he can. Now, Lich might be the sacrificial lamp here, but Bloodseeker, he is ready to go behind. He is ready to go behind the tier 2 tower. And now Tiny is here as well. He has his blink dagger up. He gets silenced though. Now Puck has gone in. They're still trying to go onto this Lich here. Lich is still alive. There's a Chain Frost and Puck is dead. Overgrowth is nice, but where's your follow-up? Morphling is getting beaten down by this Bloodseeker. The only thing he can do is run away. Now there's a toss from the Tiny. Underlord has been found. Tiny, he got Mystic Flared, but he is still fine. Now another Blood Red and another kill for the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker 9, 4, and 5. And now they're taking this tier 2.
Radiant's top tower's under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And now they're just backing out and they are going to go into Roche. This is going to be a very, very quick Roche with the Blood Rage on him. And the Medallion from the Omni Knight. This is a lot of damage that he's taking. Now, Morphling has finished his Ghost Scepter, still needs that Eagle Song. Oh, they're gonna smoke up. They immediately got the fight out. This is in the rush. There's a Pit of Malice, but Heavenly Grace already on the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker, he wants to fight. There's a nice Dream Coil. They get the Lich, but they already lost their offlane. Now, Morphling, he is into this fight, but he is getting low here. He's just getting hit, and he is dead. Now, also the Skywrath Mage going down. 4 heroes down, and Puck cannot do anything but run away. And GG is called. 22 minutes in, Infamous absolutely destroying SftP in this first game of this best of 2. Very, very well played. 22 minutes demolished. Let's see how the second game is going.